Most English lessons lie to you. They tell you that all you need is more grammar rules and endless lists of vocabulary words. They make you believe that speaking fluent English means memorizing a textbook. But let's be real. You've studied for years. You know the rules. Yet, when a native speaker talks to you, your mind goes blank. You freeze up. You still can't have those real, fluid, confident conversations you desperately want. The problem isn't your effort. The problem is the method. It's time to stop learning about English and start learning how to use English. Today, I'm sharing the single biggest secret to unlocking your speaking ability. This one shift will move you from being a hesitant learner to a confident, natural communicator. It will finally give you the ability to speak English with real, daily confidence. You deserve to speak English with real, daily confidence. You deserve to speak English with real, daily confidence. And I, Peter, am here to show you how on English Unlocked. If you are ready to finally unlock your true English potential, hit that like button and subscribe right now so you don't miss any more of these game-changing lessons. Let's get started. That is incredible, and I am so excited to be here with you. Now, I've spent years deep in the world of calculus and teaching, and I can tell you this. Learning English is not a complex equation. It's not about memorizing a formula. It's about confidence and connection. You might feel overwhelmed right now, thinking you need to speak perfectly. But what if I told you that the secret to passing B1 isn't perfection, it's purpose? Let's unlock this together, chapter by chapter. Before we touch a single grammar book, let's talk about you. Why are you here? Think deeply about that question. Is it for a better job? To travel the world? To talk to a new friend? Your answer is more important than any textbook. Your why is the engine of your learning journey. Don't just say, I want to learn English. That's too vague. Say, I want to speak confidently with customers so I can get a promotion. Or, I want to watch movies without subtitles so I can truly relax. See the difference? That specific, emotional reason is what will keep you going when you feel like giving up. When the road gets tough, and trust me, every learner faces difficult days, you remember that powerful, personal why. That clear vision of your future self, speaking English easily, will pull you forward when motivation runs out. Write it down. Put it on your wall. Make it visible every single morning. It's your personal mission statement. This foundational step provides the resilience necessary to push past the B1 plateau. We've established our powerful why. That's the fuel. Now, let's talk about the vehicle itself, your spoken sentences. What is the most common mistake I see A2/B1 students make? They try to sound too clever too fast. Let's bring it back to basics and discover the power of simplicity. Forget complex grammar structures and trying to use the third conditional for now. You are an A2/B1 learner. Your primary goal is to communicate clearly and efficiently, not to sound like a politician. Think of it like a bridge. A small, strong, reliable bridge that gets you across the river safely is much better than a long, complicated, wobbly one that might collapse halfway through. Your simple sentences are those small, strong bridges. Use the subject-verb-object pattern. This is the fundamental, clear structure of English. I like coffee. She works here. We went home. These are perfect sentences. They are grammatically correct, they are clear, and they are fast to produce. When you focus on simplicity, you reduce the time your brain spends searching for the perfect verb tense, which is the exact moment most people freeze up in conversation. Speed and clarity are better than complex structure at this stage. Use simple tenses and simple words to build strong foundations. Your English fluency is built on simple, strong sentences. Use them with pride. We know how to build a strong sentence structure. But a strong structure needs good materials. Now, let's talk about the words themselves. Are you learning words that actually help you in your daily life? Most learners are stuck learning vocabulary that is beautiful but useless for their immediate needs. We all have notebooks full of new, beautiful, complicated words that we learned once and never used again. Stop it. That is a massive waste of your precious time and energy. It's like collecting rare tools you'll never need for the job you have today. Instead of learning 20 random, unconnected words, let's change our strategy. Learn 5 words you will use today, tomorrow, or this week. This is the concept of active vocabulary. These are words related directly to your job, your breakfast, your hobby, your friends, or your immediate environment. If your favorite hobby is cooking, learn stir, chop, bake. If you work in an office, learn meeting, email, deadline. Necessity is a huge driver for memory. You are forcing yourself to engage with the word. How do you practice it? When you learn a new word, don't just write it down. Write 3 personalized sentences using that word right away. Make them about your life. This is about making the words yours. If you don't use it today, your brain forgets it tomorrow. We are optimizing for practical communication, not for passing a written vocabulary test. Choose relevant words, use them in your life, and watch your confidence soar. So, we have the why, the simple sentence structure, and the right vocabulary. But how does that vocabulary get into your head and sound natural when you speak? It's through the magical world of listening. And I mean active listening. We often make the mistake of waiting for a long block of free time, like a perfect hour, to study English. And then, because life is busy, we never find that time, and we feel guilty. This is where the power of 5 minutes becomes your best friend. Consistency is everything, and small, daily efforts are vastly more powerful than big, rare efforts. Find those little gaps in your day that are usually wasted on social media or staring into space. 5 minutes while the kettle boils for tea. 5 minutes waiting for the bus. 5 minutes reviewing your 3 sentences from chapter 3 right before bed. Use this time to review 5 old words or listen to a 60-second news clip. You are teaching your brain that English is a daily, non-negotiable part of your routine, not a big, scary, once-a-week event. This strategy significantly reduces the mental friction of starting to study. It's too small to fail. 5 minutes of active review every day is 35 minutes a week, much better than 0. Consistency is the ultimate key to breaking through the A2/B1 ceiling. Make English an everyday habit, not a special occasion. We have covered the what and the how of learning. Now, let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle, the one thing that will make people want to listen to you, even if your grammar isn't 100% perfect. It's about how you present yourself. Speaking English is about much more than just the words you use. It's about how you carry yourself when you speak. This is the confident body language hack. When you feel nervous, what happens? Your body tightens, your shoulders hunch, and your voice shrinks. Your body is sending a signal of fear to your brain, which then makes it even harder to retrieve words. Let's flip that. Stand tall. Look people in the eye. Smile. Use your hands to express yourself naturally. Good posture and open body language actually trick your brain into feeling more confident. It reduces the level of stress hormones. Before you open your mouth to speak, take a deep, slow breath. This pause gives your brain a moment to prepare. Your body language is speaking English before you even utter a single word. Remember, act confident, and you will become confident. People will focus on your confidence and enthusiasm, not on the small grammar errors. When you look like you believe what you are saying, others will too. Try it now. Stand up straight and say, I am a confident English speaker. Feel the difference. We've covered 10 powerful strategies, from finding your why to using a confident stance. Now, what's the most critical thing to do once this talk is over? It is to act immediately. You've sat here, you've listened, you've absorbed 10 powerful chapters of advice. But remember the difference between knowledge and application. Listening is not enough. Action is everything. I want you to leave this talk and complete one task. Just one simple, manageable task right now. Don't wait for Monday. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. Maybe it's writing down your specific, emotional why. Maybe it's opening your notebook and writing 3 perfect, simple sentences about what you'll do tonight. Maybe it's setting a 5-minute timer on your phone for a listening loop later this evening. Don't let this motivation become a memory. Immediately translate this energy into a small, concrete action. You have the tools, you have the motivation, and you are absolutely ready. The only person stopping you from speaking English confidently is you. Go out there and make some brilliant mistakes. I believe in you. Listening is perhaps the most underrated skill, and it is absolutely not a passive activity where you just let sound wash over you. It's how your brain learns the rhythm, the intonation, and the music of the English language. You need to train your ear. You don't need to start with difficult action movies or fast-paced news debates. Start simple. Find podcasts made specifically for English learners, or even very simple documentaries or audiobooks. This ensures the language is clean and the speed is manageable. The key technique I want you to adopt is the listening loop. You take one short audio clip, 3 to 5 minutes, and listen to the same thing 3 times. First time, just relax and listen for the main idea. Second time, listen actively for the new words or phrases you studied in Chapter 3. How do they sound? Third time, shadowing. This is a game changer. Say the words out loud at the exact same time as the speaker, copying their speed, their pitch, and their rhythm. It feels awkward at first, but it is phenomenal for your pronunciation and fluency. Your mouth needs to catch up with your ear. This process trains your speech muscles and links the sound directly to the meaning, making retrieval faster when you speak. Now that you're starting to speak, a big hurdle pops up: the fear of getting it wrong. I want to spend a crucial moment addressing this because it is the single biggest barrier to fluency for most A2/B1 students. This is a mindset shift that will change your life, not just your English. Do you ever stop yourself mid-sentence, thinking, "Oh, that grammar isn't perfect, I better not say it"? We all do. But think about a complex science experiment. Does a scientist stop forever after the first failed attempt? They analyze the error, learn from it, and adjust their method. They see the mistake as valuable data. A mistake in English is just proof that you are trying. It is a necessary, essential part of the learning process. It is a gift. When you speak and someone corrects you, or you catch yourself making a small error, do not feel shame. Instead, internalize it and say, "Thank you, now I know." Embrace the messiness of learning. Perfection is the enemy of progress. Students who wait until they are perfect to speak often wait forever. Students who speak now, make mistakes, and correct them later are the ones who achieve fluency fastest. Your goal at the B1 level is comprehensibility, not perfection. Don't let the fear of a small grammar mistake silence your powerful message. Speak now, fix later. We've shattered the fear of mistakes. Great. Now, where does the real practice happen? Not in the mirror. Not reading a book alone. It happens when you interact with another human being. Your journey to fluency lives outside the classroom, with real people. A book can teach you a word, but only a conversation can teach you how to use that word naturally and quickly under pressure. I challenge you to adopt the rule of 3 conversations per week. Try to have 3 simple, structured, or even casual exchanges a week. This doesn't mean finding 3 native speakers for an hour of intense debate. It could be a 5-minute chat with a language partner online, ordering your coffee in English, or even talking to your cat in English. The key is activation. You need to train your brain to react quickly, retrieving words and structures under the time constraint of a real-time exchange. This is where your simple sentences from Chapter 2 become fast and automatic. What should you talk about? Stick to simple topics: your weekend plans, what you ate for dinner, the weather. Remember, we are aiming for consistency in speaking, which beats intensity. If you have one huge, long, scary conversation once a month, you won't make the progress you will by having 3 small, manageable conversations every week. Find a partner, join an online group, or use a recording app. Just talk. We are speaking and we are talking to people. Now, let's revisit grammar. How do we take those rules that seem so abstract and make them useful in the real world? It's by grounding them in practical, memorable examples. For years, I taught complex formulas. I quickly learned that students struggled not with the formula itself, but with applying it. Grammar rules are the same way. They seem boring and hard to remember when you study them alone on a white page. Don't study the rule, study the example. Instead of memorizing the definition of the present perfect tense, auxiliary verb, Have plus past participle. Learn the complete, useful sentence. I have lived here for 5 years. That sentence shows you the structure, the auxiliary verb, and the common context. Then, immediately, make your own sentence using that exact structure. I have worked at this company for 3 months. Or, she has been my friend since school. Grammar is the roadmap, but concrete examples are the actual journey. Look for the grammar point you are studying, say comparative adjectives, in a video or a song you like. Seeing and hearing grammar used by native speakers in context makes it sticky and intuitive. When you see a new sentence, ask yourself, why did they use that tense? This shifts you from a passive rule memorizer to an active language detective. We all know we need to study every day, but who actually has 1 or 2 hours of free time every single day? Almost no one. That's why we need a better, more realistic strategy for integrating English into your life.